Good morning, everybody. I thought I'll make a video like Spanish Sunday with me as a trader because I'm pretty bored, so that's at least something for me to do. But also I will show you guys how I journal my trades and how I prepare for the next trading week, because I was promising you to make a video about me, the way I journal my trades. They help me a lot, actually tremendously. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna head to the gym in a little bit because I've not been there for 3 days because of my period, but I'm back in the game, girl. Sad thing about Poland, on Sundays nothing works, nothing is open except for only one convenience store, so that's why I say there's nothing for me to do. But I went on a little shopping yesterday and I got some stuff, so I might show you guys. But first off, the gym, I'm gonna hit core, do cardio and stretching because I'm feeling a little stiff because I've not been doing enough stretching, especially after my leg days. You must do stretching, otherwise you're gonna be like a wooden stick. That's what I feel like right now, but it's okay, we're gonna fix that, don't worry. So let's get dressed. I already have my makeup done. Let's get dressed in the gym clothes and head to the gym. We're all nice and ready. I got dressed into my gym tops, like a gym bra top, whatever. Then in this bodysuit, and you guys cannot see, but I'm wearing the sweatpants. These are the new ones I got. They're like really like nice and soft and really like wide. That's what I like. But pretty much that's what I'm wearing. But ooh, we're looking snatched this morning. Wow. So nice. But let's go work out. Also, it's getting really nice outside because when I woke up in the morning, it was pretty cloudy. But now we have sun. This year, you guys, first off, I think I said it so many times already, but spring came so fast to Poland. Literally, the 1st of March, spring is here. The sun is like all day long, every day. I'm very happy about that because I have a lot of energy and a really good mood whenever it's a good weather. So let's go work out. Yeah, I don't know if I like them. I think I just cut them off once I'm back, but I don't know. You guys let me know because it's not horrible, but I don't know if I want to keep them. But anyway, just finished, you guys. I'm already so done with these bangs. I'm gonna cut this shit off once I'm back. But I tried this drink. One of the most chemical cacas I've ever tried. It's sour raspberry. It tastes like a raspberry chewing gum. If I'm being super honest, I don't really feel like I did I did have a good workout, but I definitely did not probably like do a crazy workout because I thought I would do like an hour cardio, but I still don't really feel like I have too much energy because I still have my period, but thankfully I don't have like any cramps or anything. I'm so ready to just cut this shit off. That pisses me off. I'm back home, you guys. As y'all can see, I already cut my bangs. I feel a lot better now because it was that kind of look was kind of throwing me back to like 2023 when I had bangs, and it just the flashbacks, not the ones that I want to experience, like, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna stay with my no bangs look, and I think it's a lot better. I do feel a lot better because that shit was like all in my eyes and they're just pissing me off, right? But we're gonna make some lunch right now because I'm really hungry. After gym, I'm gonna make baked potatoes with some meatballs, and the baked potatoes I'm gonna sprinkle it with the mozzarella cheese later, and I think I'll make a salad. So let's cook something out. I'm gonna show you the best way how you can bake potatoes. Pardon my parchment paper, it kind of got burned because I put this frying pan. I could actually use a dish for that, but for some reason I decided to use my frying pan. It's okay, that's fine. Sorry, it burned because I put it in the while I was preheating the oven, so don't do that. But you cut your potatoes like this, specifically like this. It's one of the best ways how to make it. Also, you put that butter on the bottom, then you put the potatoes, and these pieces of butter you see, put it on top. I never really use oil, I usually use butter because apparently it's better for you and I think it tastes better too. Salt, black pepper, and some dry parsley seasoning. And now we put this in the oven probably for about 45 minutes, 180 Celsius, and maybe 45 to an hour, I'm not sure. You know, guys, sometimes I feel like I spend so much time in the kitchen and cooking everything. It feels like I'm cooking for 5 people, but in reality, it's just me. I do like cooking a lot. I do like making like good food, and I love eating good, obviously. But sometimes the amount of time I spend in the kitchen is like as if I have a fucking family of 10 to feed. But anyways, the lunch is almost done. I just checked the potatoes, they're getting soft already, and the meat as well is getting there. So I'm gonna eat soon, and I will show you how I juggle my trades after I eat, because I need some energy to function good. My food looks so nice. I still will keep it for a little longer for the cheese to melt, but it's ready. You guys, my food. So basically I also added tomatoes. The potatoes baked up really nicely. The meatballs, I made them with the chicken breast, a bit of onions, maybe controversial, but that's how my mom taught me, an egg and a bit of flour. You mix it all together and you make the meatballs, and the potatoes, so good. Just make sure you season it well. So let me, it's too hot. So good, so good. It looks good. It smells really nice too. I added a bit more seasoning of the dried parsley. Is it a parsley or some? I think it's something else. I don't remember. Now we're gonna review how I journal my trades, and I bit changed my look and got ready for bed almost. So we were doing this kind of last minute, but this journaling method, I actually took a fraction of it from one of the girls that I follow as well. I hope I pronounce her name correctly, Julia Trades. I think that's what her Instagram is. If you like, check it out. Also, she had a YouTube video that I watched, and I really loved the way like she structured it. Obviously, I moderated things for myself. And I think it turned out pretty good. I think it gives me like more clarity, like I said, and it does give me more like understanding of where I am on the charts, how am I doing things, etc, etc. So we are having the charts in front of us right now, and first we have all of these. Look at the bottom, 1 2 3 4 5 sheets that I have here, and we're gonna go through all of them, don't worry. So the first one is this. We have the pre-market expectations and how I feel during the pre-market. So obviously we're writing down the date, when it is, and the pre-market expectations is basically before we start trading, what we are currently seeing on the market, and what am I thinking, like where is my point of interest, where I may expect the price to, like what level I'm expecting the price to come to, and maybe expect to see a certain reaction, and if it happens, then I'm gonna consider placing a trade. Basically, it is what it says, my trading expectations, what I'm expecting from the market, my thought process based off what I'm seeing right now. So I write all of that down, just, sometimes it's briefly, sometimes it's not. It just depends. And also, how am I feeling at the during the pre-market? Basically, am I too excited, or am I feeling like kind of confused based off what I saw on the charts? Do I like the price action? Do I not like the price action? Overall, like, how am I feeling? Like, excited to trade, not so much, like all of these things. I note them. And sometimes actually I do write that, let's say, if I have losses, usually whenever I have losses and then I look back at this like pre-trading folder, I always have that I was way too excited. Or when I didn't have the best trading session, I always was way too excited for trading. Okay, so I'm always trying to moderate my excitement, and it really does help to reflect on everything that's happening, right? Now, the second folder is the taken trades analysis. So here we're only analyzing trades that we have taken that played out, win, loss, or break even. Again, a date. Then a pair for me is either Solana or the NQ. I now only trade those two, and lately I've only been trading NQ, not even Solana as much, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll be able to trade Solana very soon. Then we mentioned if that's NQ, I write down the session. If that's Solana, I skip this field because it doesn't really matter. Then I mentioned if it's long or short position. Then the loss, the risk management, the stop loss points, the position size, the risk in like dollars, how much I would lose if I lost, how much that would be, then a risk to reward, and then how this trade played out. So win, loss, or the break even. Very interesting, and I think it's really important that I saw is that you write down the time when you place a trade, and you kind of measure how long you've been in that trade, just for like the statistic purposes, to see how long on average it takes you to close a position, win or loss, break even, etc., etc. So I would write down at the time when I entered, and based on that, when you have wins, for me, there is like on average a specific time frame. When I take those trades at this specific time frame, they usually tend to play out good. So that's why I think it's really important, and I added this to my journal because it's really interesting to see. So at those specific times, the price action is the best. Now, what time you exited the trade. This way you can see the duration that you've been in that trade, and again you can just calculate on average how long you can be in your trades. For me, on average, I am in a trade for about, like, I'm gonna say 25-30 minutes. Sometimes, rarely, it can be like 5 minutes. Sometimes it can be an hour, sometimes slightly more, but on average I close my trades within 30-25-ish minutes. Next, how much I made if that was a TP, and how much I lost if that was a stop loss. And then the balance after taking this trade is either growing or it has decreased. Next folder, confluences. For me, for the NQ specifically, these are pretty much only two sets of confluences. And since I've been only trading NQ for the past couple weeks, and I didn't touch Solana at all, and I have made this journal when I seriously started trading NQ. So I didn't add any confluences for Solana, but I will definitely do that, but we'll just work with these for the NQ. So the first set of confluences for me, again, we have the date, we write it down. Then It's either liquidity sweep from like a manipulation, any form of a manipulation from session highs and lows, etc., etc. Then we have, if we have an order block, come back to the order block, and then the break of structure to whichever side. Okay, this is one. Or if this did not happen, if I didn't see that, if I missed that, then again we must have the manipulation, the fair value gap or the inverse fair value gap, and then the break of structure to whichever side. Also, what's important is, I didn't write this down here, but the daily bias. I do look at the daily bias on Solana 100% at all times, but for the NQ, yes, I look, let's say, the hourly or 4-hour time frame, just to see, let's say, if the London was dropping, so we're kind of, bearish, or if the London was rapidly going up, so we're kind of bullish. But still, I pay a lot of attention on liquidity sweeps, like on manipulations from previous session highs or lows. I usually prefer to trade that. I don't like trading continuations. Again, if we have a continuation of, let's say, London was dropping and New York had a small manipulation but it continues dropping, I don't really like trading that. Sometimes I do, but usually I would only take trades based off the reversals, because like I always say, reversals are giving you really higher probability setups, okay? That's why I like them more. It's pretty rare that I would take a trade based off the continuation. Now we go to the psychology folder again, the date, and then we are journaling if my entry was reasonable or it was based on a fear of missing out or the FOMO, whatever that was. But if I had all my confluences, I just say I had all my confluences and that was a reasonable entry. Next one is what I did good during the session. So you just can write down, I was patient enough. I waited for all of the confluences to form. I didn't hop in a trade because Basically, write down things you think did good and that you think why this session was a successful session, if it was a successful session. Then, what could I do better? Maybe you messed up somewhere. Maybe you were not so happy about your performance. So if you were not happy about your performance, or you just see that something could have, you guys, my English in the end of the day is kind of getting bad. Bear with me. Maybe there was something that you could have done better, okay? Let's not try to rephrase or overcomplicate it. And that today's session's lessons. If there's anything, not only lessons like bad you did, like you made a mistake, like not only that, of course, if you made a mistake, journal it, write it down. But even if you had a good session and you see, let's say, your patience paid off, you write it down, like patience pays off, okay? Or maybe you learned something completely new about the price action. You also can write it down here. And also the last folder is something I don't really use that much because it doesn't really happen too often. These are the trades I didn't take or the trades that I missed, because sometimes I even set my alerts and everything, but I still forget about the charts. I leave my phone, I go to the kitchen, to the bathroom, whatever, forget about the charts, and we have a missed trade. But that's fine. A missed trade is still no problem because we didn't lose it, so that's all that matters. But in case if I had a missed trade or just I was watching out for the price action, but I just couldn't like really see all of my confluences, but I technically could have taken that trade, but I'm trying not to take trades if I don't see 100% all of my confluences, obviously. So if that was the case, I can journal this trade here, so for the future reference, I can see what else works on the market and what else I may be able to implement and add to my confluences maybe. Okay, so this helps to observe the market better and see what else works and what else maybe doesn't work. Okay, so for example, the pair. For example, I missed a trade again on NQ, so I write down the NQ, and why did not I take it, and I write down either if I missed it, that's all, I don't write anything else in this folder anymore. But if I was hesitant and I just didn't take that trade because I had, let's say, 70% of my confluences, and the rest I was like, well, I could probably enter, you know. So I write down what I saw in the charts and what made me not take this trade, and why would I take this trade as well. So I write down both of these things, and most importantly, what held me from taking this trade. Then the confluences, the ones that I had, and then you can also insert a picture of that trade, take a screenshot of the TradingView chart and insert it here so you can see visually how that trade looked like. Again, so in the future, if you see this pattern repeat again and again, so now you will know that you can actually take these kinds of trades because you see that these confluences are working. Okay, or you can add a specific confluence to your usual set of confluences that you use daily, right? So that's the way I journal my trades. I think it became a lot better because priorly I would not journal them in this much of a detail. I would just write down the technical parts, the, you know, my risk to reward, my entry, my confluences, etc., etc. But I would never really like journal it like psychologically. I would only journal psychologically if I had a loss, and never really like the take profit, never really looking over like at things, what I did good, you know, what am I proud of, etc., etc. But I think this is much better way to journal my trades because now I have like even better understanding of how things are for me in trading. And good thing I saw that video because it really did help me a lot, and I love it. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much if you have watched the entire thing. I appreciate you guys a lot, more than you can ever imagine. And if you have any other video ideas, don't be shy, let me know because I've been needing some more so it doesn't get boring over here. And I hope you liked this video. I hope it was helpful in any shape or form, and I'll see you guys in my other videos. Bye.